Hello everyone, I am Shweta, lecturer, Department of Computer Science, Vidyashram College, Mysore. In the last session, I discussed Introduction to Computer and Block Diagram of Computer System. A computer is designed using 4 basic units, that is Input Unit, Central Processing Unit, Storage Unit and Output Unit. In today's session, I will be discussing motherboard, types and components of motherboard. Motherboard is the main circuit board inside the computer that connects different parts of the computer together, and it acts as the central backbone of the computer to distribute power to the various components of the computer. So, motherboard is a large printed circuit board, that is PCB. PCB stands for printed circuit board, that connects different components like CPU, RAM, hard disk drive, basic input-output system, chipset and input-output slots, etc. Motherboard may be characterized by the form factor, chipset and processor socket used. So, what is form factor? Form factor, it is the specification of motherboard. Specification means motherboard geometry, which means to say shape of the motherboard, power supply and dimensions. Dimensions in the sense whether it is 2 dimension or 3 dimensions motherboard. So, form factor means it is the specification of the motherboard. Next we have chipset. Chipset is a collection of microchips such as CPU, RAM, basic input-output system. The function of chipset is coordinate data transfer between various components of the computer. So, chipset means is a collection of microchips. Next we have processor socket. It may be a rectangular connector into which the processor is mounted vertically, or square shaped connector with many small connectors. So, it is located on the motherboard. These 3 things are very important while designing motherboard, that is form factor, chipset and processor socket used. Moving forward, types of motherboard. Mainly there are 4 types of motherboard which are differentiated by their size, speed, functionality and compatibility with CPUs. The first type is XT motherboard, Extended Technology motherboard. These are old model motherboard which has 12-pin power connectors. The processor socket used is LIF, which means to say low insertion force socket, and RAM slots are DIMM and ISA, dual inline memory module, that is DIMM, and industry standards architecture slots we are using in XT motherboard. And it has 12-pin power connectors, example Pentium 1, Pentium 2 and Pentium Pro. So, XT motherboard is having 12-pin power connectors, RAM slots are LIF, that is low insertion force socket, and RAM slots are dual inline memory module and industry standards architecture slots. This is called XT motherboard. Second one is AT motherboard, Advanced Technology motherboard. These type of motherboards are used in PCs, which has 20-pin power connectors, and processor socket is pin grid array PGA, and RAM slot is ST-RAM, synchronous dynamic random access memory. So, XT motherboard, and next one is AT motherboard. AT motherboard consists of 20-pin power connectors and RAM slots are SD-RAM, and processor socket is PGA, pin grid array. Example Pentium 3 processors. Next type is Baby AT motherboard. This is the combination of both XT motherboard and AT motherboards which has 12-pin and 20-pin power connectors. The RAM slots are SD-RAM and DDR-RAM, synchronous dynamic random access memory and double data rate random access memory. The processor slots is PGA processors. This is called Baby AT motherboard. Example Pentium 3 and Pentium 4. And last one we have ATX motherboard. This is the latest motherboard we are used in a computer system, and it is designed by ATX form factor which has 20 pin and 24 pin power connectors. And RAM slot is DDR RAM, that is double data rate random access memory. Example, Pentium 4. So this is about types of motherboard. Next we have components of motherboard. Motherboard consists of various components which have their own role to play in the functioning of a computer. There are 7 different components of motherboard. They are processor, BIOS, CMOS, slots, disk controller, I/O ports and interface, and bus. So first type is processor. Processor, which is known as CPU. The processor and CPU is the main component of the motherboard. It is called as brain of the computer. It consists of 3 major components, that is ALU, CU and registers. ALU performs all arithmetic and logic operations. Control unit, it controls the overall operation of the computer system. And registers, registers are high speed memory unit within the CPU. It is a temporary storage area for holding data and instructions. This is about processor. Next we have BIOS, basic input output system. BIOS is a small program that controls computer boot process, and it is stored on a small memory on the motherboard. It is used to start up the computers. When we switch on a computer, CPU accesses the BIOS to locate all input and output devices and check if all hardware components are properly functional. A computer user need not to do any changes in BIOS as it is installed at the time of configuration of the computer. So BIOS is a small program that controls computer boot process. Next we have CMOS. CMOS stands for complementary metal oxide semiconductor. CMOS is a physical part of the motherboard. It is a type of memory chip to store date, time and system setup parameters. When you switch on your computer, at the bottom of your computer you can see date, time and many other system parameters. All these under the storage of CMOS. CMOS stands for complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Next we have slot. A slot is an opening space in a computer where you can insert a printed circuit board. Slots are often called as expansion slots. It is located on the motherboard and it helps to increase the performance of the computer. There are several types of slots are, that is ISA, industry standard architecture. These slots are used to connect modem and input devices. And next one is PCI, peripheral component interconnect. These slots are used to connect graphics accelerator cards and sound cards. And next we have AGP, that is accelerated graphic port. AGP provides faster access to graphic accelerator card, thus enhancing the visual experience for the users. Mainly it is used in a gaming purpose. Next we have RAM slot. RAM slots are used to install memory. There are 2 types of RAM slots, that is SIMM and DIMM, single inline memory module and dual inline memory module. Next we have disk controller. The disk controller is the controller circuit which enables the CPU to communicate with a hard disk, floppy disk or other kind of disk drive. Also it provides an interface between the disk drive and the bus connecting to it to the rest of the system. There are 2 categories of disk controller, that is hard disk controller and floppy disk controller. Hard disk controller is a circuit that enables a computer to read and write information to a hard drive. And floppy disk controller is an electronic chip controller used as an interface between a computer and a floppy disk drive. Next we have I/O ports and interfaces. The ports and interfaces are used to connect external devices like printers, scanners and keyboards to the computer system, which gets connected to the computer motherboard. There are several types of ports like USB port, serial port, parallel port, AGP port, etc. Next we have serial port and parallel port. Serial ports are used for connecting communication devices like mouse and modem. These ports transfer data serially one bit at a time. Next one is parallel port. Parallel ports are used to connect external input-output devices like printers, scanners and keyboard. This port facilitates the parallel transfer of data, usually one bit at a time. And next one is IDE, Integrated Digital Electronics Port. These ports are used to connect hard disk and CD-ROM to motherboard. And next one is USB port. Everybody knows this. USB port, where you can connect the devices like printers, scanners, digital camera, etc. And next one is PS2 port, Personal System Port, which was developed by IBM mainly for the keyboard as well as mouse. So next one is Accelerator Graphic Port, that is AGP. It provides high speed graphics. For that purpose we are using this port. Next one is SCSI, Small Computer System Interface Port. This port is used to adding external devices such as high speed hard disk. This helps in fast data transfer. Next port is Visual Graphics Adapter VGA. This is to connect monitor to motherboard. It works similar to serial port. And next one is modem, modulator and demodulator. It connects PC modem to the telephone network. So next port is Ethernet port. Ethernet port are used to connect LAN or a network to connect to the motherboard. Next port is game port. A game port is a device port which was available in most personal computer compatible systems. This input-output connector traditionally allowed users to connect game pads, joysticks or other compatible devices to provide additional functionality to the computer system. Next port is power connector. Power connectors are the devices that allows an electrical current to pass through it for the exclusive purpose providing power to a device. Next port is firewire port. It transfers large amount of data at very high speed. And next port is DVI, Digital Video Interface Port. Is used to connect LCD or video graphics card. And last port is MIDE, Musical Instrument Digital Interface. This port will be used to connect electronic musical instrument. Moving to the last part, bus. Bus is a communication system that transfers data between components inside a computer or between computers. A bus is a set of wires and each wire can carry one bit of data. Bus can be classified into two types, that is internal bus and external bus. Internal bus. Internal bus connects all the internal components of a computer such as CPU and memory to the motherboard. External bus. External bus is also known as expansion bus, is made up of electronic pathways that connect the different external devices such as printer, etc. to the computer. And there are three kinds of buses are data bus, address bus and control bus. Data bus is used to carry the data instructions from the CPU to memory, and address bus is used by the CPU to send the address of the memory location. Control bus. Control bus is a part of the system bus used by CPUs for communicating with other devices within the computer. This is about bus. These are the components of motherboard. In the next session, I will be discussing memory and types of memories. Thank you.